Vandalism claim, guys, be careful if you have properties that you're evicting somebody. Super, super, super common claim throughout my career is you evict somebody, and when you proceed with the eviction and you go into the house, you notice that it has been completely vandalized by the tenants that were living there. You got a police report. Make sure if you file a vandalism claim, you have a police report with some kind of documentation that an event actually occurred. And yeah, we're gonna see, you'll see the damage in here now. It's floor, it's cabinets in the bathroom, in the kitchen, it's holes in the wall, it's all kinds of stuff. So I'm gonna take you through how I started doing the inspection, take some photos and take some measurements and take it from there. Let's go. All right, first thing I like to do is usually photos. So before I measure it, before I scope it, write everything that needs to be in the estimate, I like to photograph. So first photo should always be of the front of the house, and make sure that you're including the house number in that first photo. Let's just take a quick look around the property. I know all the damage is inside. If I know the damage is inside, I may or may not do the outside. But for video purposes, let's just take a walk around and we'll take some photos outside. Elevation first. So we did the front elevation. I didn't see any damage there. Now we'll do the right elevation. If I see any damage, the photos after the full elevation photo is all of the detailed photos until I get to the next elevation. Gotta check the windows. See if there's been any vandalism there. Yeah, we got a hole. Is this vandalism? Probably not, but you never know. But we'll take a photo of it anyway. See, definitely not vandalism. I've been doing this for 15 years. You just start to, you see everything. I walk into people's houses and I'm like literally looking up. All right, next photo is the back elevation. There was a hailstorm, right? We'd be looking to see if there was any hail damage. You know who knows more about hail damage than even I do? Anton does know.
I know where to look.
Now let's go inside where the real damage is. I like to take a photo of the entrance just to, you know, it's a story. We're telling a story.
Additional living expenses is one of the most difficult parts of an insurance claim. And the reason is it's very high pressure. And as a public adjuster or contractor, you're already dealing with the negotiating of the build back process. You don't want to have to deal with ALE as well. Black Diamond Housing Services does all of that. They don't even charge the client. They bill it directly to the insurance company. It's all covered under the ALE coverage. So you need to call Black Diamond if you have a house that has been severely lost, whether it's like severe mold, severe water, fire, or anything like that, where they need a place to stay. Call Black Diamond Housing Services and they'll be able to take care of your client from beginning to end.
So a house is filled with squares, if you could imagine that. Every room is a square. There's always missing walls, there's always door openings, but every room is a square. So just how we were outside taking a picture of the front elevation, and then photos of specifics after that. We're gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna take a photo of the hallway entrance and then photos of that damage. I'm gonna take a photo of the room that's here to the left and then photos of that damage. I'm gonna take a photo of the entire bathroom and then photos of the bathroom and just go room by room by room. As you can see, a square, a square, a square, a square, so on and so forth. Photos first. I'll show you how I scope it later. Everybody needs an attorney on their side. So whether you're a public adjuster, a contractor, or anyone else in the insurance claims business, make sure that you have an attorney that you could rely on, that you can go to for questions whenever you need it. That guy for me for the last 12 years has been David Farber. David Farber is the owner of the Farber Law Firm, and he has been there for me from the beginning of my career until now. And I would love for him to be able to help you as well. So make sure you call him at this number here and visit his website so you can learn more about the amazing David Farber of the Farber Law Firm. Damage like this, right? You see damage like this. Is it vandalism? Is it not? No one will ever know. If you're unsure about something in the policy, if you're unsure about some specific kind of coverage or just something like that, is it vandalism? Is it not? I think it's important to understand that. Remember that if there is any kind of ambiguity is the word that we use, if there's any kind of doubt, it falls on the side of the policyholder every time. Why? Because the contract that you sign with the insurance company is a one-sided contract, which means the insurance company is forcing you to all of their things. If you don't want it, you have to do what? You have to get a completely different policy and then be forced to sign that one with the coverages that they have or the exclusions that they have. So the only benefit to that is when you have an insurance claim, any doubt or any ambiguity in the policy language or even on something like this, it does always fall on the side of the policyholder. Never forget that. I had been looking for an accountant for years and I was unable to find anybody that I liked, that I worked with, and was able to do what I needed to be done to my taxes and to my accountant. Jeremy David at Noble Wealth has been a godsend to me, my family, and my company. We have saved so much money in taxes I can't even begin to describe, and he knows what he's doing. You need to call Jeremy at Noble Wealth and get yourself the right accountant because he's the man who's going to help you save on taxes, because ultimately you don't want to be making money, especially if you're self-employed, and having it all go to the IRS. Call Jeremy, call Noble Wealth, and they will help you tremendously with the entire accounting process and your tax situation from A to Z. All right, I'm going to scope it. All I'm going to do, this is actually very cut and dry, probably take me 10 minutes to do. I'm just going to measure each room. I'm going to take the length times width times height. I'm also going to include missing walls. And basically, because it's pretty much the same in every room. Every room I can see is floors, baseboards, texture, and paint in every single room. So I'm just going to measure all the rooms, make sure I get an accurate measurement. We're going to sketch the whole thing out, and then we're going to write all the scope items, kick it to my estimator, we're good to go. I'm gonna get roasted, I know, for my scoping abilities. I just feel it. I feel it in the comments. I feel it's gonna come. You do how you do it. I do how I do. Don't forget to shut off all the lights. You'll always forget that. Make sure all the doors are closed. Well, what's left of them. And then put the keys back. Yeah, that's it. That's your typical vandalism. It happens all the time. And that's all I got. Now, off to the airport to go to Dallas. What Anton doesn't know is he's coming with me. Let's go, Anton. Come on.